What is going on, my beautiful people here on YouTube? Man, before I get into this video, let me just say this is going to be a really good video. And I'm not just saying it because it's a video on my channel, but I'm just saying we have multiple things we're going to talk about, and I'm going to go through my Jordan 1 collection, right? Because we have a Jordan 1 low releasing tomorrow. But let me just say, man, thank you for helping me reach past 5K. I know it's a small milestone, compared to a lot of other channels, but I am extremely grateful. And we are over 5K. We are like 5,020, I believe, right now. Now, I'm not going to address the most recent video where we talked about, who I want to stay away from that. But I just want to say, I know a lot of people, checked out the shorts in the video I talked about, and they're here not because I'm a hater, but they realize I'm speaking for somebody who doesn't have a voice, and overall things that just were not wrong. But we're going to kind of address a similar situation in this video and talk about a bunch of other things, right? So first, let me say, did you guys check out the thumbnail? I screenshotted that comment for a reason, because that person mentioned Fine Line 1721. That was a name I used to hear pretty often do certain sneaker YouTubers that live in the South, mainly like Georgia. I'm not gonna lie to you. I also heard Nightwing do a recent review. I can't remember if it was the Shadow 10s or something else, but he said Fine Line 1721 provided him with the early sneaker for the review for his channel. Listen, all early reviews are dead. Okay, they're all dead. And why I say dead is because it's all replicas at this point. We can't trust if it's authentic, right? Now, let me be honest with you. The best early reviews are the early reviews where you could go into the store, to a Snipes, to a Foot Locker, Champs, etc., and see the shoe behind in the stock room. One person who was known for doing this for a while was Skip Jones. Skip Jones was big on doing this. I also did this at one point too earlier in my sneaker YouTube career, because I worked for Champs for 5.5 years. So I would show the early retros and Nikes as we got them in. But let me just tell you, as of lately, guys, a lot of these releases are coming to the stores literally like 2 days, sometimes even a day before. I'll give you an example. The Air Jordan 11 Rare Air. My local Snipes didn't get that sneaker till the day before release. That sneaker released on a Tuesday. They got it Monday. Okay? And that is just not Snipes. A lot of other locations, like usually certain locations near me, they would already have the Shadow 10s by now if they were going to release them. They would already have Black Cat 4s and Gammas and stuff like that. And I don't know if this is Nike trying to avoid backdooring, because I also want to address another comment. So my short about the Air Jordan Shadow 10s, I believe it was OG Kicks is a subscriber over the channel, or a returning person to the channel. He mentioned that he already paid for his Air Jordan Shadow 10s. He already paid for them at his local store. He just has to pick them up on release day. He says they're releasing on Wednesday. Then I got another comment that said they're actually releasing on Saturday. So, I had to bring up the fact that he paid already. I don't know what store is doing this. I would assume it's a sneaker boutique, like a mom and pop sneaker store, that will let him pay in advance. But, I believe that's one thing that Nike is trying to stop, why they are not sending sneakers to certain stores early. I believe maybe they want to stop backdooring. They want to stop these early reviews and all this weird stuff. But I just want to say, man, all these early reviews that are a month and months on end, you can't sit here and trust wholeheartedly and believe that they are authentic. We just can't. We can't do it, guys. All right? I actually went to Fine Line 1721's channel, and I seen he hasn't made a post in 3 months. Right? And with the whole Travis Scott, the up-and-coming Travis Scott that's releasing in a few hours today, that whole debacle, we already know all these early reviews are not real. They're not real. Okay? Again, the best early reviews are the ones where you could go into the store, into the stock room, and record and show the early release then, whatever it comes in. All right? You guys comment down below and let me know how you feel about that. With that being said, man, we know we have the Air Jordan Chicago lows releasing tomorrow. I am 1,000% passing. I'm passing on that sneaker. Now, I had the 2015 pair and I sold it. I sold the 2015 pair on eBay for like around $800, right? The reason why I sold it is because I wasn't wearing it. And as I mentioned on this channel before, I'm not a big fan of Jordan 1 lows. They look like bowling shoes to me. But I bought that shoe back in 2016 for $100. So, it was nothing to get rid of it. But the thing is, tomorrow's release is releasing with a bigger swoosh. So that kind of made me attracted to them. I'm not going to lie to you. But I have a feeling they're going to go on sale. All right, guys. Now, I don't know about your area, man. Like I said with the Jordan 11 Red Airs, how they were sitting, people kept commenting and still commenting, oh, they're sold out. You're crazy. They're sold out. Listen, guys. The cost of living in my state, I live in Connecticut. I live between New York and Massachusetts, right? The cost of living in my state is very high compared to a lot of other states. A lot of you guys live down south, live in the Midwest, where your cost of living may not be as high. So maybe more people are buying these retros, every retro that they feel like is hot is selling out. That's not happening in my state. Yes, Black Metallic 5 sold out in my state. Flu Game sold out in my state. You know, certain releases are just releases that were nationwide sellouts, right? But Taxi 12s are still sitting. Red Airs are still sitting in my state. Taxi 12s have already went on sale 10%. There's a 10% discount at some online sites, right? And I know there will be more. But I've done my research and I looked at the 85 Royal Lows, which didn't release in the States, but they are still going for a little under $200. I see the Chicago 1 Low shoe doing the same. So if I want to reach back on it, I can. But again, I feel like it's going to go on sale even cheaper. All right, guys. So thank you, viewers, still here for all that. Like I said, we got a lot to talk about in this video. This is going to be a lengthy video. And I may have to put it in 2 parts because my battery is at 50%. I don't know how long it's going to last. But let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about these right here. Y'all can look at the box label and all this stuff. Take your time, pause, whatever you need to do. But this is one of the reasons why I'm passing. This sneaker right here. The Chicago SB. I'll show you both pairs because I have one with white laces and one with black. Guys, you're going to sit here and tell me that tomorrow's release is better than these? If you tell me that, you're crazy. And I'm not speaking of nostalgia. All right, I'm not talking about nostalgia. I'm talking about the build and comfort. Let's talk about comfort, guys. Now, I've probably worn these like maybe 3 times, right? And this shoe has released a few years ago. I know it restocked and the price dropped, but the price is going up again. Check market. But this shoe is extremely comfort. I've seen comments. I've seen people talking about how Nike is not innovative with their Jordan releases. They're not giving us comfortable insoles. And we already know SB has that Zoom Air. We know how comfortable they are, right? I prefer to wear this any day over a Jordan 1 Low. Okay? And honestly, I feel like I should have went and grabbed another pair of these while they were low, because they're starting to creep back up like $250, $300 now, but something like that, right? Jordan 1 Lows are just not comfortable to me. Again, I'm attracted to the bigger swoosh, but I just don't have to have it, guys. I really don't have to have it. And we're going to go through my collection. I have so many red and black Jordan 1s, and I'm sure you do too. Air Jordan 1s are my favorite model out of the whole 1 through 30. Or 1 through 40, however high it goes, right? Now, before we get into my collection, I want to talk about one more thing, because I got a comment after I posted the versus battle of these Chunky Dunkies versus the What the Paws. Somebody commented and mentioned how clean of a shoe this is and how well put together it is. And let me just say, this shoe would retail for under $200. Well under what an Air Jordan Retro goes for. Not talking about lows, but an Air Jordan Retro High or whatever, or a Jordan 4. Now, I know resale is stupid crazy, but we're not talking about resale. We're talking about retail. All the effort that's been put into this sneaker, and it was under $200 retail. If you were able to get it for retail, beautiful. This sneaker would never, ever restock or re-release. How many times has Jordan 1s retro released? They alter something small all the time. All the freaking time, right? Are we running in a hamster wheel? Over and over every 6 to 10 years, we're buying the same model and they change something small. This is not happening with SBs. You are spending well under $200 and you are getting a beautiful, beautiful sneaker. For the most part, all SBs, they come with some nice pop of color. Some colors are blended well. And it's comfortable. They're comfortable. You can wear these all day with no complaints. At one point, actual skateboarders were getting mad because people who didn't even skateboard was purchasing these shoes. Right? Guys, I'll mention another collab, the Haley Wilson. I reviewed that sneaker on this channel. The Haley Wilson, how well was it put together? Came in like kind of like an aluminum foil bag because the swoosh was reflective. And when it gets in the sunlight, gets in heat, it brightens up or whatever. Right? Now, let me say about this shoe. Oh, shoot. I accidentally dropped it. Sorry, guys. One thing about this shoe as far as replicas go, the one thing that replicas have never gotten right is right here. The insole is, You could just tell. Look how well blended the colors are, how the blue changes into the green and how the colors change. I'll show you the other one too. That's one thing I want you to notice. If you're going to say, well, this sneaker is easily faked, there's so many replicas of the Chunky Dunky, always look at this. They can never get it right, never get it right. But there are so many Jordan retros that you can't even tell. They're so close, and some of the replicas are better than the retail pair. Am I right or am I wrong? So my point for talking about the SBs and kind of responding to that comment is that people are so focused on Jordans. Some people only collect Jordans, but you have SBs that are well under $200. Some even go on sale, right? Some even go on sale, and they are very nice sneakers with very good material, and they are comfortable. You can wear them all day with no complaints. There's no way I'm wearing a Chicago Low, a Jordan 1 Low all day, and my feet are not going to bother me because they are not advancing the comfort. They are not advancing the insole. There is no comfortable technology at all when it comes to Jordan 1s or when it comes to most of the popular Jordan retros. All right? So again, if you haven't looked into SBs, if you haven't been SBs, you're just like, I think you should look into them because they are not restocking and re-retroing certain collabs. Like I just mentioned, Chunky Dunky, What the Paul, Haley Wilson, those will never come back out. All right, guys, let's run through this Jordan 1 collection. This is kind of the third series, right? We went through Jordan 11s, we went through Jordan 12s, and me doing this also helps me stay firm and passing on the sneaker. You notice I didn't show you guys the Taxi 12s, right? You notice you didn't see no rare Air 11s up here, right? And I'm not the type of dude where I'm going to buy them and hide them from you guys. No, if I buy a sneaker, I have to. It's good content for the channel, and I'm transparent. So, no, guys, if I'm telling you right now I'm not buying the Chicago 1 Lows, I'm not going to buy them tomorrow, and I honestly may not double back and buy them at all. All right? Let's figure out how we're going to do this. We're going to start, you know what, before we get into the boxes, we're going to start with what we have right here, guys. So, I did do a lace swap on these, just playing around, but, you know, now looking at it, I don't like the way the laces look. Please overlook the laces if you say the sneaker's ugly. I know the laces may look stupid to you, but I was just trying them. I'm going to switch back, but this is the Jordan 1 High OG Suede. And let me just say, this is one Jordan that they haven't released, and it is a high. It's not a mid, guys. I know it has a Jumpman on the tongue, but check market. There are, like, no pairs available of this sneaker anymore. And I got rid of the boxes. I pretty much got rid of all the BS boxes, like, you know, the black boxes with the gold Jumpman on top. I got rid of those because they just were flimsy. They didn't hold up well. Then we have the red suede. I swear, guys, I've only worn this one maybe like 3-4 times. Every time I wear, I get a compliment. I swear, I'm not making it up. People look at the shoe like, man, that's a nice shoe. And it's simple. It's all red, but when have you seen an all red suede Jordan 1? You know? I believe the Brick by Bricks, which are not technically an all red, they're kind of like a orange, right? Or like a burnt red, right? That's the closest thing we've seen to an all red Jordan. But I honestly, I forget what I have. I forgot I had these. I need to pull these out more because I'm definitely going to break some necks. People may even think these are fake because some people don't remember these coming out. But these are 100% authentic. Do your research. I don't have the blue ones. I passed on the blue. But the blue were cheap. The blue, the red, they were all on like cheap when I bought them. And now they're going... The past sales are crazy high, and then you can't even really find them anymore, at least on StockX. You might have to go on eBay. Another shoe right here we have is the Air Jordan Mellow Jordan. I was about to call these Mellow 12s. The Air Jordan 1 Mellow. This is a sneaker that I always wanted, like, for a long time, and I was able to come across it on OfferUp for a fair price, and I purchased it. And let me just talk about OfferUp, man. OfferUp canceled my account. I switched emails, changed phone numbers, and for some reason, I still can't message people. Like, my messages don't get to people. OfferUp did me dirty. And I'm not going to lie, I probably did it to myself because there was a few times I was supposed to meet up with people and stuff came up where I couldn't meet up with them. But, you know, OfferUp was definitely a very good app, man. There are people who selling fakes, but if you use the apps and you know what to look for, you can find a lot of really good steals. I've gotten tons of vintage t-shirts through people on OfferUp, man. A lot of good stuff I got to OfferUp. So I miss having that, but I don't think it'll be as good as it was anymore anyway. Another Jordan 1, got rid of the box, is the Russell Westbrook PE. Very, very nice shoe. Reminds me like watermelon. This is what this reminds me of. And I actually have a jacket by Russell. A Russell jacket that matches perfect. Let me pull it to show you for you real quick, guys. I know I said Russell. It's actually Wilson brand. I don't know why I said Russell. But look at how perfect that goes, guys. You can see them back there. That matches them perfect, right? Definitely. And I haven't worn the sneakers yet or this jacket to go with the sneakers. But a lot of times I'll be buying stuff and I'm like, I just got it because I'm like, I know I'm eventually going to have something to wear with it. And bingo, there we go. Now, I haven't said this yet, I don't think, in this video, but I'm going to say it. This is not for bragging purposes at all. This is for me and you guys. This is for the people who want to see my Jordan 1 collection. Also for me to go through, remember what I have, because a lot of times I forget what I have. And I want to encourage others to do the same thing, because maybe you'll start to pass on stuff. You say, I really don't need it right now. Then when you double back, you realize it's cheaper. You got it for a fair price. You know, sometimes you need to do this, man. Air Jordan 1 Georgetown. We're going to run through these kind of quick. I'm not going to rotate the whole shoe. There's no need to. Just want to go through, guys. I've obviously showed both of these pairs on my versus Jordan 1 battle. I've worn the Georgetowns, but haven't worn these neutral grays, as you can see. And this is another example, guys. Sometimes you regret purchases. I paid $500 for these. These were high when I bought them, and now super low. You get a pair for probably like $220, maybe $250 tops, man. Isn't that crazy? It'd be like that sometimes. Got the bread ones here. Ray-Bans, the 2016 version. And like I told you guys, when the 2025 pair released, I told you I was passing because I had these. And I haven't even worn these as much as I should have. And now look at the price of the band ones. They dropped. I can get a pair in 10.5, probably like $450 right now. That's crazy. That shoe was going for like what, $700-800 at one point? And then it sat at $600, and now it's down under $600. We got the Storm Blue ones right here, which I feel like they're gonna re-release these at some point. I don't know why. I just got that feeling. But again, guys, a lot of this stuff I haven't worn. I haven't worn these Storm Blue ones. And that's also why I like I pass on stuff, because it's like I know how I am, man. I get a brand new shoe, especially Jordan 1s, and it'd be hard for me to wear it, guys. It'd be really hard for me to wear it because it looks so nice. The lace bag attached. I just don't be wanting to mess it up. All right. Got the Laneys. And I want to pull out both pairs of these Laneys. I want to show you something, guys. Now, I bought these Laneys a while ago at a consignment shop. And you can already see what's going on with them. I have I showed you guys the short of the sneaker guy, Sol De La Souls. I don't know if he could do anything with these, but I may bring them just to see what he says. Pretty much one sat in a box and one was sitting out on the shelf. And they had a glass window and the sunlight was peeking through. So, you know, and this is one of the reasons why I don't wear them, because look at the difference. So I don't know if he could maybe fade this to match this or what, but I'm going to put these to the side. Another reason why I'm glad I'm going through my collection, because I forgot that happened to those. I'm going to put these to the side because I'm going to meet up with him Monday and see what he says about what he can do with those. These right here, I haven't worn these. I just swapped out the laces. But the Obsidian, and I passed on the lows because I had the highs. Some people feel like they need both. Oh, I got the highs, so I got to have the lows. No, that's... You know what though, and I'm not dissing people who do that, because some people prefer to wear lows in the summertime. Some people like Jordan 1 lows with shorts. I don't like that look. I'd rather wear an SB low with shorts. Got the Spider-Man 2.0s. And I do have the 1.0s as well, but they're actually in the trunk of the car because I have to bring those to my sneaker plug to fix, because for some reason the original ones yellowed a lot here in the heel area in the back. So, but I paid $300 for these, and I don't know what the price is. Probably dropped. I actually traded some shoes. I didn't straight up pay. We got the black toes, the 2016 pair, and I do have the newer release too. We'll get to that eventually. But look, never worn. Look what it's doing. Look what it's doing. At least I don't think I never wore these. Yeah, I never wore these. Pine Greens, what are these, the 2.0s, I believe. Sales. I remember people going crazy when these released, man. Very, very nice colorway. And like, guys, I would start selling a lot of these Jordans, but the market is so low right now. I don't want to get lowballed. I know a lot of people don't like Jordan 1s, or some that do are not willing to pay, you know, over retail for them. what are these? Storm grays, I think these are called. You can see what I did with the laces. Kind of that Union Jordan 1 look. And if you want to learn how to do that, I got that idea from this guy called Son of Man. I don't know if he still does reviews on his channel, but Son of a Man, I think he was called something like that. Gold toe NRGs. You see I did a lace swap on these. What'd you think about that lace swap, guys? And I'm a big fan of gold. Like, I love black and gold shoes with gold heads, because I'm always wearing gold. Like, I love gold jewelry. We have, what are these called? Are these the Celtics? I think these are the Celtic Jordan 1s. These were really creased, really bad, guys. And I put I have like a kind of like a heat gun or like a heat iron I put to these. And it kind of helped with the creasing, but very stiff leather on those, very stiff leather. But I like just in case y'all didn't see, this has some really cool detail. I don't know what it says, guys. If you know what the details say, let me know. But green in general, green is my favorite color. Bear with me, guys, because I had to pull pairs forward and all this stuff. Got a lot of Jordan 1s, man, a lot of Jordan 1s. All right, here we go. First pair of lows we're showing. What are these? A powder blue lows or whatever? And is the swoosh bigger on these? The swoosh looks kind of big. It don't look skinny. I don't know if they started doing this swoosh here already, but I tried to get rid of these. I think I brought these to a resale store a few months ago. I tried to sell them, and what they offered me just wasn't worth it, so I kept them. But this was an impulse buy. Like, I don't even want these anymore. That's how I feel with Jordan 1s, you know? Even with retail being $145, I feel like that's too much. Slept on Jordan 1 here. Bloodline. Whew. These are crazy. Like, the laces, man, the laces just pop on these joints. I know they gave us extra, but why would I want to put these in when I could have that, man? Just beautiful, beautiful. And just random. I bought the, through OfferUp again, I bought the off-white Jordan 5s, the black pair, and the dude kept the white laces. I didn't even realize they weren't in there. So I don't even have the white laces that say shoelaces or whatever. So I don't know. I may take these and throw them in there, because sometimes I want to put some white laces in there. But I don't know. I just wanted to tell you guys about that. But yeah, Bloodline Jordan 1. Oh, and the leather is so good on this pair. Guys, if this pair is still cheap right now, and you like Jordan 1s, you don't have this is a pair I suggest you going after. But we already showed what? This is the third black and red shoe. We showed the bands. We showed the black toes. Now these? Like, come on. How many black and red shoes do you need? Now, I've worn these once for an on-foot review, the Court Purples. I can't stand that it starts doing that glitter stuff, man. But at least it comes right off. It's no big deal. No big deal. All right. Then we have All-Star. These are the All-Star Jordan 1s. Yes, I did wear these. Yes, I did leave the tag on it. And I'm not that type of guy. I know people say, why you leave the tag on it? But I like how it matches the green swoosh and it pops. So I just left it up there. And I probably won't take it off. I'll probably rock it with that. Just for that reason. I don't care what you guys think. That's just how I feel. I feel like it looks good with that Nike swoosh. This is a good shoe to wear around the holidays. Even though I don't celebrate the holidays, just saying. Alright guys, so now we got this stack over here to tackle. Another stack now. We got the laser Jordan 1s, which I also bought pre-owned. Glad I got the flash on, man, so you can see the flash popping on. Look at that swoosh. Very nice, guys. Very nice. This is a 30th year anniversary release. I also had the laser 4s, but I got rid of those. Don't know why I got rid of them, but I got rid of them. Flyknit, man. You guys remember the Flyknit series? They had these, and they had the Royals. I can't remember if I have both. I don't think I do. We'll see, though. These are ugly. These are really ugly, man. They're different, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about. I don't like those as much anymore. Y'all let me know what y'all think about those, if you can remember to. Comment down your favorite Jordan 1 in my collection, if you can remember to as well. And thank you if you stayed through the beginning part. The UNC Jordan 1. The leather is so plush on this. Like, look how it just folds up like that. It's just butter, guys. Butter. And I also have the new release, which is downstairs. I'm not going to go and grab that. It's not up here. I have it on display. But the newer release does not compare to this. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to disrespect the newer release because I like it. I like the aged missile. I like the crackling. They went with the lost and found thing, kind of. But I'm sorry. This butterness, the softness, it's like Shattered Backboard, the first version. All right, we got the 1.0 Pine Greens. These ones I haven't worn. I didn't even wear these for on foot. More of that glitter effect, obviously, as you can see. Okay, what we got here? We got black toes. I thought I showed black toes. What was that first pair I showed you guys with all the glitter? Now I'm all messed up in the head because I can't even think about. I don't know what that was. I could have sworn I already showed a black toe. I'm bugging. Was that the breads and I'm getting confused? I guess that was the breads. I'm getting confused. No, but I showed a black toe and I told you guys I have the second one. Am I bugging out? Guys, please help me out. Comment down below what I showed before that I'm thinking it was already the black toes. I don't have 2 pairs of 2016 black toes, so I'm confused. Help me out, guys. But these are black toes here, right? Yeah, these are black toes. Let's see what we got here. Here we have these called hypers. These are called a hyper royals. Yeah, the box says Hyper Royal. This is a sneaker that looks really, really good with jeans. You got that light blue denim or even some light gray jeans. I definitely believe this is going to pop. All right, next stack. We have the, what are these called? I recently wore these in a short for the first time. I forget what these are called. Let's see what the white black university. I thought there was another name for these. But I love these on foot, man. Super, super clean on foot. And when I wore these to the zoo, actually. When I wore these to the zoo and posted a short, man, it just made me remember how much I actually love Jordan 1s because I forgot. We got the Travis Scotts. Those are downstairs in display. One thing I want to show you guys, the Travis Scotts, real quick, is the receipt. And I'm showing the receipt because I actually paid resale for these. I bought these for $700. Let me see if we see the date up here. The date is still up here. Delivery date. You can see it, guys. 2019, right? Or ship date when they shipped these. Kind of still see it. He used black ink, but didn't work. It says. Let me see if I can see it here, guys. See if I can see it before reading it to you guys. I think it says 3/11/2019. So March 11th, 2019. That's what I'm saying. I said 3 or 8. I'm not sure. But he even tried to black out his personal information, but you could still see it. Yeah, $700 for these I paid, guys. And obviously on the used market, you could get them for cheaper, but we know what they're going for. All right. Show those. Let's see what we got. Did a lace swap on these. I forget what these are called. I really don't remember what these are called, but I did the lace swap because like the white laces made these pop. That's what I'm saying, man. There's so many Jordan 1 colorways that are so similar. You forget the names, man. All right, so I do have the other Flyknit pair. Here's a blue Flyknit pair, and these probably are not honestly not even gonna fit me well anymore because these are 11.5, and Jordan 1s for me, I could go down to a 10.5. Like I'm a true 11, but Jordan 1s we know run big. And at the time, I had bunions. Like I was wearing too many tight shoes, so I had to go up a half size on those joints. But I don't have to do that anymore, man. I've been fixed my bunion. I've been stopped wearing shoes that don't fit me. The Nigel bike, Jordan 1s. This is a hater or lover shoe. Some people may hate it. Some people may love it. I love it. I love it mainly because the story behind it. Like the Rare Airs don't have that story behind it. It's not like they told you, oh yeah, the Rare Air 11s, they were peed on and Jordan 1 found them and he's like, man, these are peed on, but they look nice. No, they just came out like that for whatever reason. Caught these on sale, guys. The Midnight Navies, if you know, you know. I think I got these for like $130 or $140 shipped. You see what we got left? We still got a good amount left, guys. All right, let's see. We have the first class, I want to say. This is called the first class. Back you up a little bit. First class Jordan 1. First class flight. Okay, I knew it was something first class. Definitely a love it or hate it sneaker, but I like the details, the signatures and stuff like that. The Wings logo kind of hidden barcode as you see. Little 23 going right there. Baggage, is that the stamp that usually goes on your bags? Very cool sneaker. And I love sneakers that have I love sneakers that you can wear to an event. Like that's a sneaker because I plan on going to Thailand this year. And for certain lames that said, "Oh, you coming to Atlanta? Show you coming to land." Things don't work out. Sometimes things don't happen. You know, work gets in the way where I wasn't able to go where I wanted to go. But now that I know dudes don't want to fight, they just want to try to set people up like Offset did Takeoff. There's no need for me to go there if you don't want to fight. If you just want to try to set me up and you can't stand on your own two like a man. But yeah, I'm definitely going to Thailand next year for sure in the summer. So that will definitely be a shoe I would wear on the plane. Here we have, I did another lace swap to these, the all black Jordan 1. And besides Black Cats and stuff like that and Jordan 4 RM, when have we ever seen an all black Jordan 1? When? I'll wait. Still haven't worn them as you see. And I'm gonna switch the laces back. I don't know why I did this. This looks stupid. At the time, you be doing stuff, you think it looks cool, but no. I would go back to the original black laces. Some stuff there, but coming off what that was. I mean, but isn't this ridiculous? Guys, if you don't remember to comment your favorite sneaker or whatever, can you comment, like, let me know. I really do not need the Jordan 1 Low Chicago. And this is not me talking myself out of it, because I already, like I said, 1,000%, I'm not getting them tomorrow. But come on, man. All these Jordan 1s I haven't worn, and we're not talking about other silhouettes and other numbers. There's plenty I haven't worn besides these, but come on, man. I forget what these are called. Guava Ice. I got these on sale when Foot Action. Guys, I miss Foot Action, man. I'm so sad that Foot Action is gone. You know, I could definitely say Snipes is kind of like a newer Foot Action, but Foot Action was under Foot Locker. Foot Locker, Champs, and they had Foot Action. Foot Action was that store, you know, that kind of like hood store. In my opinion, Champs was like for the college kid, Foot Locker was for the athlete, and Foot Action was for the kid from the hood, the kid that was in the streets. Maybe, you know, still running around in the streets, maybe selling what he shouldn't be selling, hanging with the wrong crowd. And I'm not saying this is a good thing, but I'm just saying that's the vibe it gave me, a little edge and urban. I miss Foot Action, man. I really do. Bubblegum Jordan 1. This was a women's colorway. That navy and pink is just beautiful. I actually have a nice sweater that'll go really, really nice with these. I gotta wear these, man. Are these the Pollens? No, I don't think these are the Pollens. I forget the name of these, man, because these are very similar to the Pollens if they're not. But I really, really like these. These right here are very, very clean as well, too. I forget the name of these. I think these were the Taxis. Were these the Taxi? The Taxi Jordan 1s? I think they were, guys. Comment down below, let me know. Yellow, that yellow just hit different. In a box. I don't know if I showed you guys the box. You could just see in the box the different forms of yellow, how it hits. I apologize. I do not remember the name of these. I really don't. All I know is I like them. Very, very cool. Did the same thing, kind of like that Union lacing. I only worn these once, and when I wore them, I definitely got compliments on these. I remember. Look at that 3M popping. I think there's another colorway that's similar. Not as far as colors, but like different weird combination. I think I have another one in my collection that came out the same time as these. I actually might have bought both the same day. We'll see when we get to that pair. I could already see it. All right. We have the Midnight Navies, which I still want the court purples. There's a resale store not too far from me that has the court purples literally for $100. I don't need the court purples. I just want them to kind of, you know, try to complete the set, because I think there's still the orange, which I don't have. And then there's the burgundy, which I don't have either, but they're all super cheap right now. Another low, the bleached coral. I forgot I had these too. And there's a shirt. There's a shirt that I had that's all white, and it literally has like a few words or one word in black and a little subtle pink. And when I seen the shoe and bought the shoe, I'm like, yeah, I had that shirt. Like, that's stupid. Like, sometimes I've done that, and I'm pretty sure other people have done that too. Like, you literally just buy a shoe for one outfit, one shirt. Like, I would prefer to have these in the high. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really would. Okay. I forget the name of these. Oh, Volt. These are the Volts, right? These are the Volts. And what stands out here is the tongue. Not only is it a foam tongue, but right here the tag is like a see-through plastic type of tab. Definitely different sneaker right here. I don't know if I'll ever really find anything to match with it the way I would want, but that's neither here nor there. And then we have the Crimson Jordan 1. And shout out to me for I remember most of the names of these Jordan 1s. There's so many. You tend to forget what they're called, but these are definitely called the Crimsons. And most of these Jordan 1s came out around the same time, like when Jordan 1s were popular. And pretty much almost everything was selling out. Right? Do you guys think Jordan 1s will ever get to that point again? Where every single Jordan 1 that releases sells out? Or you think this is it? Jordan 1s are just, I don't want to say dead. You know? I can't say dead because there are still Jordan 1 lovers and collectors. Like, there are going to be tons of people that will double up and triple up on tomorrow's release. There are people who already have the release that they bought earlier and are going for 1 to 2 more pairs tomorrow. So we can't say Jordan 1s are dead when they still sell. You know? When people say Jordan 1s are dead, they're usually just talking about resale and hype. But do you guys ever think Jordan 1s will get to that point again of reselling hype is my question. And honestly, that doesn't really matter because it's good that people could get what they like easily and possibly get it on sale. It's just a topic for discussion. That's all, guys. Shatter backboards, the original version, not the re-release. I did a video talking about these and replicas, and people were like, why do they look like that? They don't look, because it's the original, guys, with that soft, buttery leather. The Chicago ones are slightly more buttery than these, but these are still very, very nice. These are still very nice, as you can see. This is exciting, man. Like, I feel like it's my birthday because I be forgetting what I have, but when I see the sneaker again, I'm all happy. The 3.0, I do have all versions here. 3.0, which you can see gets very dusty quick because of that patent leather. This just looks like a Halloween shoe to me. And I don't celebrate that demonic holiday. I don't celebrate any holidays, but this just gives Halloween vibes. I don't know why. It just does. And for some reason, I had the receipt in the box, what I usually don't do. I have my receipt separate. So let's look back on when we purchased this shoe. I can't see the month, but I see it was the 26th of 2019. And Caitlin cashed me out for these, and it was at 11:24 a.m. and I used a debit card. All right, let's see. Put this receipt under because I had the receipt kind of touching sneakers, and that's usually a no-no. You don't want your receipt touching your shoes because the ink could rub off. Even though that midsole is like a yellowish midsole, still not a good idea. We got the denim Jordan 1, which is heavily slept on, which is kind of like a newer release. I think this came out like maybe 2 years ago. I only worn this one time. I got to get more wear out of it. Very, very clean. And let me just say, when I first saw images of the denim Jordan 4, I really, really wanted that shoe. But when it came out, I was just like, I don't know. I haven't seen it in person yet either. I'm just going off of, images and videos online. Stuff hits different when you see it in person. One of my favorites, guys. One of my favorites from this Jordan 1 era when all Jordan 1s were selling out, the turbo green. Very, very nice colorway, man. Very, very nice. And as you can see, I did the union thing with the laces kind of, guys. And like I mentioned earlier in this video, I talked about selling my Jordan 1s, but everything's low right now. But I honestly don't think I would sell my Jordan 1s. I feel like my Jordan 1s is one silhouette that I would keep. Just because they're my favorites. Why get rid of your favorites? I'd rather get rid of everything else and keep all my Jordan 1s if it came down to it. Satin Jordan 1s. Got that satin material here with the leather around it. Very nice. Again, another black, red, and white shoe. Regardless if you say the reds are different, you know, how many black and red shoes do you need? Again, back to what I talked about in the beginning of this video, SBs, man. I love SBs because you get different colors, man. You get cool collabs, cool stories. Like Haley Wilson, we got to know her story. Paul Rodriguez, we get to hear his story, you know. The Chunky Dunkies, we already know about Ben & Jerry's ice cream and stuff. And it's just super cool, you know. Those, and a lot of times the SBs or sneaker models you're always going to get compliments because it's not something that people see all the time. People always see Jordans, and this is no disrespect to Jordans. I love my Jordans, but people see this stuff all the time. If you want to stand out in the crowd, a SB is definitely a way to go, you know. I wouldn't even say an Asics or a New Balance. I would say a SB or even a Puma collab. Like I have a Puma Sonic, a Puma Transformer that always get compliments when I wear. This is stuff that stands out, that pops. Lost and founds. Lost and founds, guys. Yes, of course, it would be nice. It would be very nice to review the Chicago lows, even I don't need to, but and then have these next to them. It would be nice to do, but do I need to do it right away? No. We'll get there if we need to get there, and if we don't, we don't. Like I said, man, that shoe is not going to go over $200. It's not going to happen. So, at some point, maybe we'll do it. But I do have the previous shadow release, so I'm looking forward to these shadows, man. However it works out, you know, we could do a review and comparison with those. All right, we almost done. Besides, after this step, we got two more, and we done. All right, we got the shadow. We were just talking about shadows. That's funny. Damn, I just dropped it. Sorry, guys. We got the Shadow Jordan 1s. Shadow Jordan 1s, guys. And I know we've seen like a 2.0 version. I don't have that version. I think I did have it, but I ended up getting rid of it. Guys. But leather is very nice. Very plush on these as well. Similar to the UNCs that I showed earlier. I think these are called the Zen greens. I believe these are called. Green's my favorite color. Like I said, look at that 3M popping. Look at that beautiful, beautiful outsole, man. And then we got some letters. Is those letters or numbers on the bottom? I'm not sure. Y'all comment down below. Got that kind of rough, but it is a little color change in suede. You know? Black leather surrounding. The black leather is on a stiff side. Very stiff. This is very stiff leather, but we have Zoom Air. So this is perfect right now. Like we were talking about, Jordan 1s need to be more comfortable. Why does it have to be a Zoom Air? Why can't we get Nike Air on the tongue and a Zoom insole? Huh? Why can't we get that, guys? Why is that so hard? I'll show you what it looks like under there. That looks weird. Look how that sticks up like that. Just me pressing on it, guys. It has some bounce to it. I haven't tried these on, so I don't know how comfortable they are. You know, if you guys want a video on that, but I'm pretty sure people have Zooms in their collection, they know. But if they would have threw Zoom Air in tomorrow's release, it would definitely make it a lot more comfortable, man. Like, just the small details like the stitching across here. Just so dope, man. So dope. There are certain Jordan 1s that are innovative. So that was one example of a Jordan 1 that was kind of innovative. And Jordan Brand tried it, right? They went with Zoom Air. I think they probably did a few other colorways, but it didn't sell, right? So I kind of just answered my question in this video, right? Those didn't do well. So then Jordan Brand said, all right, we try to give them comfort in a Jordan 1. They didn't like it. But have they done it in an OG colorway? No. Give it to us in an OG colorway. Let's see how people respond and then go from there. That's my opinion on that. We got another Jordan. I didn't realize I had so many Jordan 1 lows. I think this is the third. Is this the third one I've showed? That's 3 too many for me, man. Why did I buy these? And I clearly wore them once. And I remember the outfit I wore, and I actually got a good amount of likes because I posted a short in a casino. These are not that bad. They're really, really not that bad. But the fact that they're low, I don't know. They just look super long. They look super long. And even on feet, it just don't feel like nothing. Like putting on a Jordan 1 low compared to a Jordan 1 high is a different experience for me. As soon as I put on a Jordan 1 high, I feel good. I have stability. Like, I have confidence, even though I have confidence no matter what I put on. But you guys get what I'm saying? But when I put on this, it's just like meh, that's just the feeling I get, man. To each his own. And honestly, I'd rather have these over the Travis Scotts that are releasing today. Any day. I don't care because we don't have all the unnecessary demonic logos. With the Cactus Jack logo that looks like a fake cross, and the stupid lace Dubre that I know means something demonic. That's not there for no reason. And not for nothing, if you look at Travis Scott's style, what he's been wearing lately, he's been dressing real gothic. His style doesn't even fit his releases. Doesn't make sense. All-Star Jordan 1, getting that glitter effect on him again. Oh, man, I remember when these released, I was living in Florida. And it's funny because the bottom looks like fish scale. Doesn't it? Yup, man, your boy was in Florida at the time, man. And I was supposed to not come back, man. I went to Florida, and that was supposed to be my new forever home, forever state to live in, and I came back, man. Let me tell you, somebody being up north, man, I got homesick, and Florida just felt like an extended vacation to me, man. It really, really did. It really, really did, man. The money was slow. The people were slow. I came back, got a better job, was making more money than I made before. And that's just the truth of the matter. To each his own. Some people may go down there and thrive, but I feel like unless you're a drug dealer or you transfer a high-paying job, Florida is for the birds and the fish. Homage. Just a homage Jordan 1? I forget what this called. I think this is homage, man. I think probably if I put the white and red here, look nice, do that union effect on them, but very, very clean shoe. When I first bought this shoe, I was like, eh. But, now seeing it again, I really like it. The box is really nice, too. Another white, red, and black shoe, guys. Another one. All right, this is the last Jordan 1 in the stack that we have here. Got 2 more stacks left, and we could be done. And then we have the 2.0. So I showed you all 3, right? We showed the 1.0 first, the 3.0, and now the 2.0. I would have loved to have them all stacked together with each other, but it is what it is. It is what it is. What's your favorite shatter backboard version? The first, second, or third? I would love to know, guys. All right, before we get into this second to last stack, let me tell you guys, if you're like me, you still have your sneakers in boxes and not in containers, which I did have them in containers and I transferred them back because it just works better for me. If you want to know what you have without opening every single box and the color labels, like the names of the colorways seem similar, just go to StockX, pull up the search, the barcode, and just scan. You literally just put your phone to the side, scan it, and the shoe will pop up. And if it doesn't work the first time it says error, just keep trying again, and it'll pop up. That's an easy way to figure out what shoe is what without, taking the stacks down. And, you could literally just scan like, bam, okay, it's not that one, bam, it's not that one, then move to the next stack. You know what I'm saying? Latte Jordan 1. Very, very clean Jordan 1 women's release. And this is one release of many that the women get that is very, very nice. And I know some guys would like to have as well too, but if you're too big of a size, you're obviously not going to be able to get that sneaker. Black toes. We already know what these look like, but I'm going to show them anyway. Just because. Also, your boy did a lace swap. Let me know what you think about this lace swap. I feel like the yellow laces in this shoe looks very, very nice. It kind of gives Union vibes. And it just pops. That's my opinion, though. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, when I have a shoe like this, I say, I don't need the Unions. This is better than the Unions because it's an OG colorway, and I threw the yellow laces in there. And it's not just a bright yellow. It's like a golden, kind of a golden yellow. That's how I see things, guys. Like, I can literally just, switch something up in a shoe, and I say, okay, I have it. It's the closest thing I got, and I'm fine with that. This is actually kind of similar to those. These are the Dominique Wilkins Jordan 1, right? Highlight reel Jordan 1, I want to say. Got some nice, cool patterns there. Yeah, highlight reels. See? These supposed to be like old Polaroid photos, I believe. Look at that, guys. You can see them here, too. And I think the glitter, that's glitter surrounding them. For sure, for sure. Definitely an older Jordan. Oh, these bottoms is dirty. I know for sure I try to clean these. I would never leave these like that, but I'm going to put these to the side and try to clean them again. Try to see if I could get them a little bit a little bit cleaner. And if I ever bring them to my guy, I bring them to my guy. So I'll put these to the side. Another thing too, guys, get you a good sneaker restore. A lot of times you want to buy the newer release or you want to get rid of a shoe, and it could be easily restored instead of purchasing a new shoe. Bordeaux Jordan 1, I want to say. I don't know what else I would call them. They give me Bordeaux vibes just looking at them. If you guys know if there's a better name for these, y'all comment down below, let me know. Here we have the Rookie of the Year. And again, this was one that they did a rookie Jordan 1 low, which I didn't need. You know, I don't wear Jordan 1 lows in the summer with shorts. So I'll show you the other one so y'all know. Yeah, I haven't worn these. Lace bag attached. And they'll say, oh, you probably wore them with the lace bag. No, I did not. Stop it. Now, this is the other one I was telling you. The other one that was similar to the one we reviewed earlier. I still have it here. See? See that? And I think they only did these two colorways with this like prototype type of thing. But these are a lot better. Woo! I forgot about these. Look at that Nike swoosh, how it just sits up there and pops. These are beautiful. Look at the stitching on them joints. Guys, these are crazy. These are crazy. Like, these give me a good feeling, like a better feeling than a Chicago 1 low or even a Bread 1 band, whatever you want to call it, black toe. These give me a better feeling. I'm sorry, if they would have took the Bread 1 or black toe and threw that Nike swoosh up there on the top, you know, and I know we seen Jordan 1s that have it on the side, right? Like that, no. Just the placement of it right here just looks so good. I don't know, it's something about it. Then you see with the Nike up to, bro, these are crazy. These are crazy and extremely slept on. Extremely slept on. I really, really like these. I gotta wear these a lot more often. I like these a lot, guys. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Some people just get a hard on for OG colorways, man. You know, and if it's nostalgia for you, to each his own, but I'm all about uniqueness and color patterns. LA to Chicago's. LA to Chicago's, guys. No, I won't want these to rub off. You can kind of see it under there. No, I want them to look just like this because the purple and gold just looks so nice. And I'm not a Laker fan. I'm not a fan of basketball or anything like that. I'm not a Kobe fan. But, man, that purple and yellow just looks so nice. Not because of Lakers, just because of purple and yellow. And that's no disrespect to Kobe fans or anything like that. That's just how I feel. Just my opinion, guys. And these are the Court Purple 2.0s, right? 2.0 joints. Clean, clean, clean. See, they started to go a little different with the leather patch on the tongue. And the last stat, guys, the last stat looks like it's all women's releases. All right. Let's see what the first one is. Satins. Super, super cheap, guys. I think I did a review talking about these. Super cheap on StockX. Love the way the satin looks. My only gripe with these is they did not send them with my bag. It was supposed to come with a satin lace bag or backpack or whatever, pretty much, and it didn't come with that. I don't know if the guy who shipped these to StockX kept it or somebody at StockX kept it. But no big deal. It is what it is. And size 12, like I said, man. Jordan 1s, you could go down half a size. I'm a true 11, but the 10.5 fits nice and snug. Not uncomfortable snug, nice and snug. Show you the other one because y'all know. So I bought these and the satins both at the same time because they were both so cheap. Got a couple scratches there. You can't really see them. So I hold them like that. See that scratch across there? That's a little weird. What's that about? Wow. It's just like they're coming like with scuffs. I don't remember seeing that when I first opened these, but whatever, it is what it is. Silver toe joints, did a lace swap to make them pop even more. And I wouldn't have even bought this pair off StockX, but my first pair, I tried to repaint the silver here and I messed it up. And that silver is very, very hard to match with. Oh yeah, a little off topic because I'm in my attic, guys. You guys say why my attic is not insulated, why I didn't insulate it, is because I just don't care. You know, it hasn't ruined my sneakers or made it break anything, so I just left it the way it is. You know, I really don't care. And honestly, I don't plan on staying here. This is not my forever home. This is my first home, so I'm not gonna do too many renovations if I don't plan on staying. Plus, I already have a good amount of equity in this home. What are these called? LA to Chicago Jordan 1s? That's what they remind me of. I don't know if that's what they're actually called, but they're kind of ugly. I just don't like the blue. Just doesn't blend. It just, I don't know, kind of throws off the shoe, in my opinion. I really don't know why I bought these. I'll probably never wear it. I'll probably end up getting rid of these, to be honest, unless I find like a really, really nice shirt to wear, which I doubt. I don't know. We all have our regretful purchases. Out of all my Jordan 1s, I think that's the most, besides Jordan 1 lows. Tie-dyes. I wanted this shoe so bad at one point, guys. Like, I really, really wanted it. And it was going for the high. It was a shoe that I remember at one point was going for like $350, $400, right? Satin sock liner, which pretty much all women's Jordan 1s have. And I ended up getting it and just not wearing it. You know, and sometimes that happens. You want a sneaker for so long, it takes you a while to get it or find a good price, and you finally get it, and you're just like, you know, the thrill is done. Like, I still like it. I still think it's a very nice sneaker, and I definitely will wear it this upcoming summer. I need to wear it. But, you know, the excitement was kind of gone once I finally got them, because it took me so long to get them for the price I want to get them for. Whoa. Look at that, guys. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. Let me turn off the flash. You guys see that starting to yellow? Y'all probably can't see it. Y'all probably can't see it, but it's starting to yellow back here. Let me see if the other one's doing that too. Yep, other one's doing that too, guys. Another pair I gotta bring to my guy. This is crazy. I'm not wearing these with the yellow. No, that's crazy. So I gotta bring these to him too. I'm gonna end up spending like a good $500-600 when he's all done. Just freaking restoring my pairs, guys, because there's some other pairs I haven't talked about that I have in a trunk to give to him. Pure Money 4s, free throw line 3s that the guy I had previously, he just ruined them. It's gonna get expensive, but it is what it is. Snakeskin, women's Jordan 1. Love this snakeskin print in the back. It even feels nice to the touch. Very, very nice to the touch, guys. Kind of giving PE vibes too. Just the color of the red and the way, you know, it looks. All right, and last but not least, guys, we are finally done with the last pair, which I don't know what it is, but it's another women's release, obviously. I'm calling these the Heinekens. I'm calling these the Heinekens, and you can see why. I don't drink. I'm not a drinker like that, but it'd be really cool to have an on-feet photo of these and then have like a Heineken beer next to it, right? Also, you can go with kind of Christmas vibes if you want with these as well. Damn, this video is pretty much an hour long. We're at 58 minutes. Let's just bring it to an hour. We might as well, guys, right? We're pretty much here. That's the whole Jordan 1 collection. That's the whole Jordan 1 collection, guys. And it's justified. It justifies my reasons for not picking up tomorrow's release. You know? So again, guys, just to recap everything, please comment down below your favorite Jordan 1 in my collection and possibly your favorite Jordan 1 in general. I would love to hear if you guys are going after the Chicago 1 lows tomorrow. How many pairs you're going for and why. Do you not have the Lost and Found Chicagos? Do you not have black toes? Do you just have to have it because it's an OG colorway? I would love to know your reasoning. Again, thank you guys for well over 5,000 subs. The previous videos I did were not to be a hater, were not for clickbait. Again, it was just to speak for somebody who doesn't have a voice. You know, if I have a channel where I can speak on things and I could call people out, not just for clout, but just being honest, calling what it is, and I'm showing proof. Come on, guys. You can't be calling me a hater. And my channel would not have reached over 5K if I was a hater. There are definitely people who understand what I was trying to do and what was done, you know? So, with that being said, the release I'm looking forward to next is obviously the Shadow 10s. I've seen people... I think his channel's called I Am TMC. He reviewed those, and people just in the comment section like, no, these are horrible, these are bad, these are trash, the quality is bad. The quality doesn't look the greatest, but I'm still grabbing them. I have to grab them because the shoe hasn't released in so long. Jordan 10s don't release that often. The Jordan 10s are extremely comfortable. I have the previous release, so we got to do a review and comparison. And last but not least, the Shadow 10s will not go on sale. We're at an hour, so we're pretty much almost done. But the Shadow 10s are not going to go on sale. And how I gauge this is by looking at the Steel 10s. We know the Steel 10s were, you know, similar and being limited, and the Steel 10s are still over $300 still. What does that tell you? These are going to do the same. So that is not a sneaker that you want to pass on and double back on. Like I said, the Taxi 12s, I don't see that sneaker getting over 250 after taxes and everything if you want to get that shoe. I don't see that happening. And if it does get over 250, it is not getting over 300. I guarantee it. Same thing is going to happen with the Chicago on lows, but these Steel 10s are not to be played with, in my opinion. All right? I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace and love.